That's a healthy number there, I want to say. Nonetheless, let's find out, shall we? Head first. To see what we encounter. Although, we need a couple moments delay before it starts calculating or accounting for different admiral level. So if I'm lucky, we'll be real quick here. If I'm lucky. But of course, with the long weekend, the holiday, at least over in Canada, we got ourselves a match. It may be a little bit slower, just a tiny bit. Although I don't think there'd be very many people playing from Canada anyway. And I don't even think the Americans have a holiday as well for this weekend. Nonetheless, 600 point data recovery. Go lab. I want to say that it can go up to 700 maybe. I want to say. So we're probably dealing with an admiral level or was it? We're dealing with him having bonus points, and with it being a mirror match, that might not be so promising for me, but I at least have 2 Kronos patterns available to serve as my 2 cruisers with the Arcanites to help support. I just really wish I had the upgrade to give them the 270 degree star cannon fire though, because that would be kind of useful if I can get them to lock on. Get constant fire even if I'm not facing them, quite frankly. Although we're waiting to see if he just pulled the plug if he ran away, maybe. Maybe he ran away seeing it was a mirror match because he doesn't want to handle it. Although come to think of it, since it is a data recovery, it might be tricky trying to win this if both my cruisers die. That's something I'll need to be very careful on, especially without a reinforced Wraithbone shield. Unless I want to bring my Shadow. I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. Especially since I could jam his sensors to a vague extent, and besides, I need to practice the Sam Hand favor anyway. If nothing else, I need to practice that favor. This is probably the best opportunity to practice it. See if I can jam the majority of his ships and really limit his firepower. Although the Phantom Disruption is going to be a little bit restricted. Just a little bit because of its range, quite frankly. But it's a good opener at least. Till I can get close enough to jam his entire fleet. Give me a couple free shots that way, maybe on the first target. We'll have to try and see, because I honestly don't know what to expect here. I just know I'm the attacker, so I'm in the middle of the map. I am in the middle of the map, so I'm going to try and punish him. Ooh, he went Solaris. This will be really easy then. I just gotta get him stuck in a corner then. It kind of makes me wish I had the Dragon Sail, or had my Shadow, because the Dragon Sail would allow me to chase that really damn well. Because I have no idea where he's going to go. No idea in the slightest, so I need to be careful of that. Really damn careful. Because once he does get past me and just boosts away, I'm going to have a really hard time chasing him. But I can pincer him and then obliterate him with all these Arcanites at least. If I can get close enough. That's going to be a real trick, of course. That is going to be a real trick as I rotate my camera to get these groupings set up. Oop, the camera's fiddling with me. There we go. There we go. Nobody panic. I'll leave focusing target on now because that actually will be useful for this engagement. To be able to prioritize the cruiser. But, with that said, where on earth would he deploy? As I'm trying frantically to get the camera angle just where it was, just so I'm not really throwing off the viewers right now, throwing off you folk. I don't want to have this off slightly because that's going to be really awkward. Oh well, not really awkward, but probably annoying for some people. But it's the best I could do considering it's really difficult to box my groups properly without rotating the camera. Nonetheless, we're good to go. Let's see where he is.
Infinity circuits active. Acknowledged.
Let's see. Beacon comes on up. He's standing still, that's fine.
Until the end.
That's fine. We can dodge that, and since I'm relying on the silent tactic, it's kind of necessary. But I can't go too far to the left. Gotta try not to go too far to the left, because then he's just gonna circle around me.
The void is our home now.
So we dodged that relatively well.
Yes, Commander.
Stasis bomb coming on up.
As you wish.
This does stall a little bit, but
Cruising
I'll
speed.
let him have his moment.
Yes, Commander.
Do I hit the mine? No, I don't.
The void is our home now.
Now stop rebelling on me. The Solaris will be easy enough to kill, though. I just gotta make sure all my ships are together. Hell, I can almost bomb it right away.
Returning infinity circuit to rest.
Now, let's jam him.
At your service.
Huh, okay, so...
We have found the enemy.
Oh, he did see me there, okay, so I did this a little bit wrong.
As you wish.
That's fine.
Until the end.
That's fine, we got other ships going in, and we want to prioritize this one ship, ideally.
Yes, Commander. We obey. Infinity circuits active.
And since the beak is on me, these things don't really do a whole lot.
As you wish.
But if he's gonna explode, that's nice.
Brace for
Now let's just ram him. This is the one opportunity where ramming is actually a good idea. Just stop exploding, please. Stop with the void explosions.
the Eldar stand ready.
That'd be kind of nice there. As he's kind of making this easy for me, actually. All this setup, all this pre-time, and very little to actually worry about. Because now all the Solarises are pretty much gone. He could still escape, because I did the dumb thing and forgot to turn off my boarding.
We have found the enemy.
May have forgot to turn off my boarding. Oh, he does have a cruiser there, so the Shadow could be a problem. Yep, and I thought that was the Darkwing Squadron, so... Can we kill it?
At your service.
We could still kill it there. We gotta get the Arcanites to hit, though.
We ride the solar wind.
Just not like that.
Acknowledge.
So Arcanite without a doubt can hit and kill it. It has enough firepower. While everything else just finishes this off.
At your service.
Finish it off.
Moving to that
Yeah, that's what we like to see. Kill the cruiser, especially since now... Oh god, he's gonna explode. Well, never mind. His Solaris exploded. That was a bit of a rough rough start there with the commentary. Need to wake up a little bit more, I guess. I feel a little bit groggy for some honest reason, but nonetheless, I did get thrown off a little bit thinking he was all like cruisers or something. I didn't think. Again, he did have bonus points too, so I want to say he had bonus points, so it's really hard to account for like ships in the gas cloud, which apparently was only a single ship, maybe two. So really hard to account for that. I just know he has Solaris there with 3 other ships in front, which apparently were all light cruisers as well, just about, so... That was a murder and a half, mainly because he decided to stand still for me, which is kind of nice of him. Really damn nice of him. Now, if only I remembered to activate my fighters, I could have warded off a lot of those bombers a little bit more effectively. But it would only be the first wave, considering I'd be so close to him, my fighters would inevitably get shot down, so they wouldn't be as dramatic as they sound, not having the fighters up at the beginning. But it's something I should have done nonetheless. So, 400 renown, we are swimming in renown right now. And what the hell do I do with you, damn it? What the hell do I do with this Shadow? Because I could afford a favor. Do I want to go with more Sam Han on it? I could. It probably doesn't hurt to. But if I was a little bit more aware, open-minded about the ships being into the gas cloud there, I probably could have had the second Sam Han just go over there. If I had some way to know he was there, at least. Because he just waited until... Well, he had auto-cast beacons, that's what. I could have just flew a frigate over there and it would have stuck on him. And that would have wasted his one precious beacon for a frigate. And then I could have abused his vision quite well. So not the best test of the Sam Han, unfortunately. Unfortunately, but it was a spectacular success, but more for him not trying to build up his holo field, really. He only decided to run away after I destroyed his light cruisers, so that was very helpful. That wasn't very smart. It just benefited me, ultimately. So, max level Tau fleet. I can't remember for the life of me what Igor was as terms of his fleet composition, but we got burst damage potential here. I just need to be mindful of the goddamn Manta Bombers. Especially if he's feeling a Custodian. It would be risky, probably pretty damn risky to not field a Kurnos pattern. Although I do have the points for it. But 5 cruisers, I don't feel comfortable with this. Because if they die, then that's a large chunk of my fleet. And I'm thinking mostly for a best of 3, so this is where a Navigator, the reduced disengage warp in time would be really handy, I think. And even better, if I could somehow make use of the Augur Disruptor and the Phantom Disruption, that would be handy. But I don't have my Void Blending just yet on the Eclipses, so I gotta keep that in mind. So it's really just the Auroras that are gonna be poking out, hitting, trying to get a nice flank on some unknowing targets there. Which chances are would be frigates if he is feeling a Custodian. We'll have to see. I'm pretty certain he was the one who had the 2 strongholds, I want to say. I know there was a Tau player who had like 2 protectors, or a protector, Sauce, and 2 strongholds at least for their 700-point fleet. And I won that relatively well once my torpedoes started hitting the targets there. And then I just had to bide my time a tiny bit with the strongholds. Nonetheless, let's see what Igor's up for. Because there's tons of gas clouds, and if he has Demiurge, he's going to be right in the middle. Going to be right smack dab in the middle, so we're going to try to avoid that to the best of our ability, and there's nothing else he can charge his laser anywhere, is there? Nope. Why am I even afraid of the laser? Because it still has to comply with the holofield rules, 80% chance to absorb the damage, so I don't think I have to worry so much. But big question, can those ships be hidden in the gas cloud? I would like to know that. I really would like to know that. Because then I could just run them right away, and he has absolutely no idea where they're at. Although he can guess. There are 2 locations where he can guess. Although it's probably smarter just to put in the other one. But I think it's safe to say they're hidden in the gas cloud. I think that much is safe to say, so we'll roll with it. We will roll with it, and we'll see if these Auroras can get a window for some damage. Nonetheless, what are we looking at? 6 ships. So this is kind of consistent, I think, with the Stronghold Custodian at least. I don't know about any other ships, though. I don't know about any other ships yet. But we'll see. We got defensive fighters fully trained. We got all the ships there are together. And yep, there's the Stronghold. At least a Stronghold.
Stealth is the key to success.
So we don't have to worry about that in the slightest. Let's just keep the Auroras going and looking for a nice window for an attack. Let's see. So 2 protectors there, and then what would these 2 be? 2 Sauces? If they're 2 Sauces, I can kill them really quick. I just gotta get in a nice position to jump them. Assuming they are Sauces. Which they have to be if they... Otherwise he'd be fielding bombers, or deploying fighters at least.
Swiftly.
So, I think we're okay, especially with 2 stasis bombs. Don't think the Auroras alone can do the damage they need to, though.
We ride the solar winds.
It's gonna hurt like hell, though, once I get the hits.
Moving to that
And
location.
with his extended range, I could have a little bit of difficulty not knowing where he's at. But he's gonna reveal himself
We
for
ride
me,
the solar winds.
so I'm not worried. I just gotta be ready to pull back in a hurry,
The
though.
Eldar stand ready.
Just gotta be ready to pull back in a hurry.
Moving to that location. The
Okay.
Eldar stand ready.
So it looks like those are frigates, unfortunately. So Wardens.
Setting sail.
So he's got, what, a Dalef at least.
Until the end.
And of course,
Void is our home now.
they did not do the damage they need to, unfortunately.
Until the end.
But they can still get out.
As you wish.
So what are you doing? Get moving, you damn things.
At your service.
They probably turning around because they were still focusing on the target.
Void is
So that was probably my own fault, but everything's completely hidden just in time for the assault run to fall off. So what the hell would it, so what the hell is he feeling in that case? I figured he would have had more cruisers.
Moving to that location.
Okay, everything's still spot, so I'm gonna have to be hidden. Although I probably didn't need to hide them.
Commander, we obey.
I probably didn't need to hide them, but what on earth is he fielding that I have to worry about?
The void is our home now.
I wonder. Not that it matters all that much.
Yes, Commander.
What, just fire torpedoes?
The solar winds.
There. We're gonna get on going.
Commander,
And we'll deal with these two ships here.
we have found the enemy.
Ah, there's the Borcon.
To the void with you.
We're gonna do a nice hit on the Borcon there.
Until the
I don't
end.
sadly have any torpedoes,
Setting sail.
but I don't need torpedoes where I'm going.
To the void with you.
Just more. Just a lot more pulsars will finish it off nicely.
For Kayla Menshake.
This is gonna hurt though.
Yes, Commander.
Okay,
Setting sail.
that was a bad failure just because they had to lose vision at the last second, so I was relying a little too much on their ability
Swiftly.
to basically kill that thing. Oh well, I'm still okay.
Swiftly.
I'm still okay.
Move at full speed.
Just keep on hitting
We have found the enemy.
and get this thing moving, damn it.
Commander, we obey.
Yeah, I'm fumbling these controls a lot.
Move at full speed.
Come on, get moving. I'm a bit ashamed with myself. You figured I'd be in better condition now, especially with the games I've been playing so far. As it stands now, I was doing better in my first few days with no experience with Eldar. It feels like.
At your service.
Oh well, let's see.
We have found the enemy.
We're gonna hit. There's the eclipse. The damn eclipse getting in the way when I don't want it to.
Move at full speed.
But let's finish off the Borcon at least.
The void is our home now.
Finish off the Borcon and get on out.
Until the end.
And I already silent running, so that beacon's gonna do crap.
Swiftly.
Borcon's gone,
Acknowledge.
so let's collect ourselves. We got a stronghold to kill.
Yes, Commander. We obey.
And as much as I appreciate you taking a breather, because I know I probably need to with my poor performance, we're still gonna kill us a stronghold.
The Eldar stand ready.
We still got a stronghold to kill.
As you wish.
So silent running is active. Gonna have to
The
hit,
Eldar stand ready.
and we're gonna boost on out.
Yes, Commander.
And get these eclipses moving, ideally to hit, because they need to start hitting right now to get rid of these shields quickly enough.
Acknowledged. Moving to that location.
So the boost should be useful there, dodging most of that.
Kayla Menshake.
I didn't silent run with that, so that's fine. I can live with that. Now kill the stronghold.
Returning Infinity Circuit to rest.
So that's insubordinating. That's out of the equation.
The void is our home.
Ah, damn it! I thought you were turning. I waited a moment to try and get it to turn, and it didn't do it.
Moving to that location.
So now let's finish off with the rest of these.
Setting sail.
So we have secret missiles coming.
Yes,
Gotta get ready to dodge those. I could technically absorb them relatively well.
Until the end.
And I do have maelstroms. I can't forget about my maelstrom.
The void is our home now.
Just gotta get on out to minimize the damage as this thing flies on out.
The Eldar stand ready. Setting sail.
Yep, I keep hitting the side of the screen, damn it. Yeah, this is not going well. I have the damage potential to just immediately kill these things. And not paying attention, not remembering my damn hotkeys is getting me killed. God damn it.
For incoming fire.
And now I think this is just gonna ram myself if I'm not careful.
Was foretold.
Oh, and I activated my own thing, so
Solar wing.
hit, hit, hit.
Move at full speed.
Oh, and that boost was bad too, because I saw it.
Yes, Commander.
Ah, damn it.
As you wish.
Yeah, this is going bad. I'm not happy with myself.
Yes, Commander.
I am not happy at all.
We have lost the flagship.
So, but I can still kill this thing off. I have enough firepower. It's heavily damaged and on fire. Oh, and of course I was so slow at shooting my damn
Yes, Commander, we obey.
my damn repairs, activating my damn repairs. Now I got heavily damaged assault.
As you wish.
So let's just finish this off. I have fission, I have bombers, and this thing's pretty much dead now.
We ride the solar winds.
So is my ship, damn it. That was a horrible display, damn it. All I need to do is do effective attack runs, and for some reason I can't even control my ships. Oh well. We're getting the bad matches out of the way, if nothing else. If nothing else. Because I feel like that should have gone so much better for me, and I was squandering it quite heavily. So let me just try and relax myself a bit, because trying to lean to the mic's probably making me too tense. Probably a little bit too tense there, but let's see. We'll get our third Aurora back up, because at least then I'll have access to the Void Stalker 3 Auroras. So let's try this again properly this time. That is the hope. If I can bounce back from that abysmal failure, then we're doing gold. Then we're doing golden. We're doing good for ourselves. At least that's the idea. That's the hope anyway. And the Void Stalker does have the firepower to single-handedly kill multiple ships there. Especially with those bombers. I just need to make sure I keep vision long enough to basically kill all the ships. Basically kill the ship I'm aiming at anyway. And also I need to keep in mind how many ships I actually need to kill the Daleth, because not killing the Sauce in the first sweeping run is also makes things a lot more complicated. I need to figure out the exact number of ships I should be flying in with. Because if it's got 400 health, without a doubt I should have like 3 Auroras or 3 ships trying to hit at the same time. Especially if it's not defended. And let's see, Golab, Chaos, so he was the Eldar player before, and this looks like it's a low-level fleet or lower admiral level fleet. So it's going to be the same experience as with his Eldar mirror match. Bonus points, but we got a lot of raw burst potential. And the best possible result would be he doesn't have Slanesh that he can utilize, so I should be safe with the Void Stalker, not getting surrounded in swarms by that. Considering it does cancel or deny me my Wraithbone shift, which is an interesting little predicament. Nonetheless, the 3 Auroras, Void Stalker in. Now, let's try and avoid these things getting hit with a beacon, ideally. Use the Void Stalker to bait. Get these things in ideal position, although he's going to see me coming well beforehand. Mainly because I want to wait until I get to the middle of the map before I start run anyway. Alright, now that the ambulance or the cops are out of the way, I'm pretty certain I went through the mic because I sure as hell hurt. How are we going to do this? He doesn't have his battleships, the only thing I know of. He could very well only have a single battle cruiser, I think, because he can possibly still have 600 point cruiser clash before Admiral level 7, so we don't have to worry too much about heavy Akaras anyway. Slaughters, on the other hand, could be a problem, at least for the Void Stalker. It has literally the same speed as my Void Stalker, 225, and with its all ahead full, it's going to have an easy time running me down if I'm not careful, so I need to be good about being a safe bait.
Acknowledged.
Just bait him to me, and actually I should keep this range out a little bit further out. I don't want to do 9,000 units because, Well, actually, I could get away with 9,000 units because all his weapons are on the side. All the weapons are on the side, so unless he's already turned his side to me, I should be okay. I should be okay. So let's try this again. He's coming towards my Auroras, that's fine. That is fine, because they're going to be hit in a moment and he's not going to know where they're going. I think for the purposes of this, we want to juke him. Because otherwise he's going to feel like it's too predictable where my pathway is going to go. So, we'll head on over, deal with his frigates. Get ready to deal with him anyway. I just don't want to get too close to these torpedoes that give away the point defense of my Auroras, because I can't really turn off my point defense.
We obey.
Not necessarily.
Yes, Commander.
And let's get ready to punish him for this endeavor. So, I'm not going to launch the bomber just yet because of dang, he very much could have like assault running as an option, even if he's not going to. Okay, now that I'm in sensor range, I can kind of get away with it.
Your death was foretold.
So lances, keep that charge going, because that's part of the reason why I don't want to do that ideally. So bombers. Okay, so sure, put your lances on that. That's all you want. Come on, get moving there. Get moving, Auroras. Board the hell out of it. So he's going after that with the bombers. My fighters seriously, do I seriously have no fighters? I figured they would at least took a little more hits. So he does have Slanesh on one of them. So he's turning. I still wonder what. I still want to know what happened to my fighters. I did launch them earlier. I want to say I did anyway. And now he's launching his bombers over there, and they are going after the one that can hide. That's very smart of him. Silly autocast. Let's see. He has no more Slanesh, and of course I'm standing here, which is what I'm. This is what I was afraid of with the 9,000 unit range. My hollow field's gone. I still haven't shot the damn pulsar. That's not what I wanted at all, you stupid thing. And now I just gave him perfect window to attack pretty freely. Now, pulsars, make it up for me by doing a crap ton of damage. Torpedoes too would be nice. So torpedoes, unfortunately, are not a hit there. And I can't kill that Hellbringer just yet. But I can make a warp jump out and do I have fighters up? Yep. Might as well launch the fighters. Launch the defensive fighters. Get him in a world of trouble. Oh, and of course these don't have torpedoes yet, so never mind that. No torpedoes on you either, damn it, so that was a waste. I mistimed the torpedo shots. And apparently he has the right idea there. He decided to give up already. Let's at least try and kill something, I guess. Oh yeah, and of course I was aiming at the Hellbringer, but with the close proximity of the... close proximity of the damn Aurora, it actually changed its heading. So that's always irritating, but it's something I can fix with the micromanagement, so that wasn't too terrible, but setting my attack range to 9,000 units while I have a beacon up is almost cost me there, I think. That was a damn tempting shot for all his lances if he wanted to. Thankfully it was all bombers, so... And I guess what happened to all my fighters was that they fought all his fighters, I guess. Because I was wondering what the hell happened to all my defensive fighters as soon as I tried flying away from the frigates, because I know they sure as hell couldn't have shot them all down with the being fully trained and all, so that's something I wasn't paying attention, was the fact that they were probably fighting his fighters off, which at least made it a little bit easier to hit with torpedoes. which at the very least scared them off, if nothing else. So, we got ourselves level 7 here. Bunch of level 7s. Probably could have done Bone Singer instead, because I think I'm half and half on Bone Singers and Void Dreamers just about. Nope, just this one has the Void Dreamers, so I'll just leave that be. I'm not going to infest the Hunter right now to recondition. But that felt a little bit better. Felt a lot better than the damn town match. I probably should have won. Again, it comes down to having enough ships hitting the target at the same time, especially if they're Space Marines and Tau with their 400 health. Because I can kill those things insanely fast with a good strafing run, which is probably part of my problem, because I had 2 Auroras and 2 Eclipses there. Because, well, the Eclipses, in all honesty, could kill the Daleth on its own just easily enough with the torpedoes. So I think they're fine, but 2 Auroras, not so much. And I probably would have needed like a third ship anyway to kind of guarantee it, just in case of a brace for impact. Blocks a lot more of my pulsar fire than it should, or he gets really lucky shooting down torpedoes. I kind of need that a little bit of assurance policy, which to be fair is kind of what the Kronos pattern could do with its bombers. It has the reach to technically finish off anything that's already crippled, not to mention it would have less point defense anyway, so it'd make it easier for the bombers to hit. I just would have no way to keep vision if I'm going to be running away, unless I launch the bombers early. That would be the only problem. So probably not as effective as I would like to think. Probably not, which is where a beacon can sort of help, but I don't know if I need it too terribly much there, because the closer I am with the carriers, the more reliable the bombers are anyway, because then he has less time to get out of the way, get cruisers to block, and all that stuff. So I still kind of want to be close to get the most damage out of the bombers anyway. Although they still have the long range potential for if he doesn't have, well, if he's not silent running or he doesn't have emission dissipators and he's trying to chase me relentlessly. I still have those options with the bombers. So 700 points, so is this the rematch? Is this the rematch? Nope. This is Chaos Fleet here. I'm gonna have to expect this is the real deal. I'm gonna expect a higher level fleet, so we're gonna ignore using the Void Stalker, I think, for this, although it would be maybe nice to have a Kronos pattern. Oh, I don't have a second Eclipse. Oh, I don't even have any Eclipse, so maybe I'm not gonna go with the battle cruisers this time. At least I have the fighters to defend myself, but I guess I'm still going this route. And I don't quite have the points for another ship. Another cruiser anyway. So I guess I'm going 2 Hellborns. Which extended sensors would be useful if I had ever bothered to infest the point. Points to give them the extended sensors. They could actually be a little bit useful here. It's just a question of how quickly are they going to die if they start taking critical hits. Assuming this is the Lance variant. We'll have to see. I'm fighting a lot of carrier chaos though, needless to say. And thankfully my Void Stalker could deal with that really well. Just not his fighter waves and the bombers at the same time though. So I need to be a little more aware of that. Because I may have to replenish my fighters in that case if I have a window to safely do that without them getting shot down by frigates or something chasing me. So, gas clouds on the right. I probably don't want to go there. I want to use that as my retreat path. And I have no idea what to expect from them, but I see 4 ships already, so that probably tells me what I need to know right there. More than likely. And we'll keep the frigates back for a little bit. I'm actually going to keep the frigates back some, so they just don't immediately die to random critical hits, because again, they could suffer just fires and hull breaches and die really fast, so a little bit of a delay before they get close would be useful. And then once I am in the fray, their extra pulsar fire will be handy. I just gotta make sure the Auroras are up for the task though. Because 4 ships, we know what this is, there's no mistake. Battleship, 2 battlecruisers, and his 1 little Hellbringer. So what's the speed look like for us?
The Eldar
What
stand
does the
ready.
speed tell us?
Moving to that
Because right
location.
now, this is like the battleship right here, possibly. But then again, he could have like the Desolator,
Until the end.
which goes the same speeds as cruisers anyway.
As you wish.
So, there's his Hellbringer right there. I probably would like to make that the focus, ideally.
The Eldar stand
And this will be a
ready.
good test to see what he's feeling.
Swiftly.
And then these Auroras can go and make his life difficult on the left.
The void is our home now.
I don't want to fire torpedoes just yet, but it'll make him reposition. Because I don't think he expects a lot out of these frigates.
Full stop.
So he's coming for the boost.
Commander, we obey.
So he tried to detect me there.
At your
So we're
service.
going to get ready to spot him.
Setting sail. Infinity circuits active.
So we got good hits there.
Acknowledged.
Now get moving, you damn Auroras.
Commander, we obey.
Get moving, you damn Auroras. We'll have some good use out of you in a moment.
Yes, Commander. Move at full speed.
And then Auroras, you get ready to start
Moving
hitting.
to that location.
We have found the enemy. Swiftly.
Yes, Commander.
So keep on going. I don't have the vision I would like though, but that's gonna hurt. Ooh, he felt that one.
The Eldar stand ready.
So, Hellborn's still in.
Moving to that location.
Apparently he lost focus there, just like me. I can relate with someone for a change. I can relate with someone. Considering how awful my matches have been so far, but with bombers coming and him in vision, this thing is pretty much dead.
We have distracted the enemy ship from within.
Yeah, and these lances are doing a world of damage, damn.
At your service.
So they are the lance variant. These were the things I was wondering about.
We have
Now,
found the enemy.
finish this thing off quickly.
Until the end.
Nope, and damn it,
Death was fought.
you weren't supposed to turn like an idiot there, but okay.
We ride the solar winds.
I was hoping to finish that thing off, but with Holofield up, it's still in good shape. I just gotta make sure it gets the support it needs, because the Hellbringer is pretty much dead.
Acknowledged.
Now, kill this thing.
We have found the enemy. Infinity circuit.
And now, let's see. I have repairs. Now, if you would select my damn cruiser, I would appreciate that.
Brace for incoming fire. Moving to that location. At your service.
So, go on in there. Let's see, do we kill that? Nope, but it's close.
To the void with you.
It is close. Come on.
Infinity circuits active.
Come on, Stop screwing with me with this micro warp jump. How hard is it to
Destroy them.
How hard is it to micro warp jump something?
Swiftly.
And of course, okay, I was worried that was gonna explode on me.
Until the end.
So this is not a very good run for me so far. It had a lot of damage potential, but deck gone, all that there. I don't think I could do the damage I need to now.
Until the end.
Oh well, I get the experience I want with the Lance Variant, but again, my control is messing up because of him being blinding me
Death
too.
was foretold.
On the plus side, he doesn't
Void is
have
our home now.
bombers to deal with this very well.
We have found the enemy.
Yes, Commander.
So minimize the Lance damage by trying to get in front of it. And damn it,
Wish.
you don't even need vision, you could just Lance like crazy. And I thought that was the one already micro warp jumped.
Destroy them.
So that's gonna dodge easily enough.
Acknowledged.
And gotta be mindful, I am right in my maelstrom right now, which isn't a terrible thing, because I could take the hits. I just gotta kill something to justify this damage.
As you wish.
Come on, fire the pulsars already. I'm hitting the damn button.
We ride the solar winds.
Oh, damn it. I saw Fall's maneuver was up and I blew it again.
We ride the solar winds.
Ah, my.
Swiftly.
Not a promising display, and I have to commit to fight anyway because he could shoot me.
Moving to that location.
And I still didn't kill that thing. I thought I killed that ship too, so this looks like a loss. This looks like a loss. I figured that thing was dead, especially with the explosion.
We have found the
Yeah, that was abysmal too. It had a good start though with all the damage I did. It had a good promising start, I just had no follow-up, I guess. So, on the plus side, the Hellborn survived a lot longer than I expected, so extended sensors on them would actually be useful. Because there's such a low priority for them to shoot at, I guess. If there's nothing else for them to shoot at, then they're going to die quickly, though, because of all the critical hit potential. So let's get the extended sensors, because I actually do have that for my ranked mode fleet, at least for the Hellborn. So they can reliably spot, and if they stay alive, they're going to be annoying for them to deny his vision some. So what is my standing fleet though here on out? Not very impressive there. So I'm probably going to have to repair one of these Auroras and try with the 2 Eclipses. Still a lot of damage potential there. Lots of torpedoes, but I'm not going to have the fighters, but if he's going all lances, I'm kind of fine with that. I'm kind of fine with that. I just got to do that better, damn it. Gotta do that better. And I'm guessing this will be the rematch. And I'm the defender, so he gets a free beacon on me. Who would have thought? So, the question then becomes, how do I want to approach this? Because if I got a structure in the way, I could just stand there and block a lot of the shots, but I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea, just stand there and hope he can't hit me with his lances. And jamming sure as hell is an option, because he can just see me no matter what, so long as I have the beacon. But I know his strategy. His jamming strategy is not really all that exciting there. I just gotta be paying attention where his ships are when the blips appear. Then I can just fire blind into his gas cloud and hit him that way. So, let's try and improve on this. I do have extended sensors, but do I really want 3 Hellborn? Don't really have much option unless I want the Kurnos, but then I have no frigates. Let's give this another try. We'll keep the ships together, and if possible, I should try and dance them around to try and have the ships soak the lances for each other. That's going to be tricky with how mobile these ships are, how much they rely on constantly be moving around. That's not going to be a reliable strategy, but any damage that can be strayed away from the rest of my fleet is pretty good. Also, I shouldn't be spread out so much that he can hit me with both sides of his ships too. That might be an idea. If possible, try and stay on his prow and about one side to the left or right with my fleet. So basically, I want the Eclipses kind of fighting the prow and not at risk of getting hit by the other broadside weaponry where the Aurora are flanking, kind of, if I'm going to spread them out. With how little time I have, hell, I need time to actually charge up my Void Shield, because if he's already sideways by the time we start, he can just immediately shoot me with no Hollow Field charge. It would suck. So, Hellborn, we're going to have them take point. They can take the hits, and since he has more important targets to shoot at, he probably will neglect them. So these things could hurt a bit if I use them properly, now that they have their extended sensors. I have no fighters though, but I know his top-heavy ships are not carriers, so it's not like I have to worry about that. I just gotta get good angles with my torpedoes, especially on the battleship if he has it. And then just proceed to crush them. At least try to. Yep, 4 ships. I'm pretty certain he just repaired, so just get the hull field up to charge.
We ride the solar winds.
And get ready to dodge.
Yes, Commander.
Get ready to dodge.
Setting sail.
Let him shoot all he wants. Just don't ruin my hull field there. Like I said, if it splits the fire, that's pretty useful.
Swiftly.
Okay, I thought he had only 3 ships, so we know what's in the middle then.
As you wish.
So, get these things going. Our priority
Eldar stands
is
ready.
going to be the battleship.
Swiftly.
This is going to hurt a lot though, but we can punish him for this.
As you wish.
We ride the solar winds.
Now, Auroras, you're in an awkward spot, but get on moving. Because I don't need fission. I'm just getting hit by the broadsides now.
We obey.
Okay, that's gonna hurt like hell. I just don't know if the battleship is stuck in there or not.
To the void with you. Setting sail.
So everything's jammed, but again, I don't need... That's not a concern just yet.
The void is our home now.
Just keep firing.
The void is our home now. Kayla Menshake.
Well, that's an improvement.
We are being blown apart.
All my ships are exploding now, so...
The Eldar
But that's a better start so far. We just got to focus on the target, and remember, I have a damn objective that I need to keep safe.
to the void with you.
Acknowledged.
Swiftly.
Yep, I'm stuck in that. That's unfortunate.
Infinity circuits.
That's unfortunate, but I can still kill this thing really quickly.
At your service. Your death was
Damn, that stupid thing. All these explosions are annoying.
Yes, Commander. Yes.
Okay, we got the boarding in. So we're good here.
Your death was foretold.
Slanesh is doing nothing there as far as affecting this, the eclipse, so let's see if we could kill off his fleet.
We ride the solar winds.
And now finish this thing off, ideally.
Yes, Commander.
Now, I wish I had a timer to tell when Slanesh would came off, and there's my answer, I guess. There's my answer for when Slanesh goes off. And I don't know what happened to my pulsar not doing damage, but okay. I figured my pulsar would have done damage. It looked like it hit nothing but thin air. But,
At your service.
needless to say, that's a much better improvement. The question is, what went better? Was I just more aggressive? Because I sure as hell didn't care about silent running, without doubt.
As you wish.
Because it's not really an option when I can't actually
Setting sail.
hide myself with the data recovery. And of course, focusing on the battleship was probably the right choice, because that thing has very little mobility. So I got to seriously, if I learn anything from these matches, stop going after the frigates. Stop going after light cruisers. Stop going after things that can dodge my torpedoes. Just go straight for the heart and as fishes away as possible. The only trick is knowing the best engagement for such an aggressive play. Because in all honesty, he kind of came to me and he got himself stuck in the stasis bomb, so that's what pretty much killed his battleship in a hurry there. Then the torpedoes helped a lot too, with something so massive and no mobility at all, because after all, it is like a 5-degree turn, I think, unless he got the upgrade to increase its agility. So, I redeemed myself, if only a little bit, but still, my play seems really sloppy, really slack. Of course, it's going to be a lot better when I don't have to worry about a mic in my face there trying to concern myself with streaming at the same time as everything, so I have a lot going on in my head. A lot of concerns anyway, so at the very least it's sure to improve for the rank play mode, because I'm planning on doing my commentary after the match, so it does give me the benefit of keeping myself focused a lot better, which should help a ton. But for streaming, even just regular YouTube commentary type videos, it is a little bit tricky, but that's me coming up with excuses. Let's just try and give us some better games, shall we? Better performance in general, if nothing else. And that's one step in the right direction there. One step in the right direction. Is this a rematch? Is this the rematch? Nope. YX? YXs? I don't know how to pronounce that name. I'm gonna stop trying. What are you? Space Marines. So we are probably gonna have a battle barge, maybe, unless he wants to go Vanguards and Frigate Swarm. Because all I know is that was pretty effective when I was doing a Space Marines. I couldn't comment if it actually is effective or not. But with boarding torpedoes and all that, I'm gonna have to relegate or force myself to use a Kurnos just to defend against the boarding torpedoes. Never mind the Thunderhawks. And I do have an extended range Hellborn to help with that, with spotting at least. Just a little bit, because if nothing else, the dang Silent Run or the Siege Gas Cloud that silently or instantly makes his ships vanish is really annoying for my control. So ultimately, the dream would be if I could somehow just have my pathing just cross with his ships. That would make it a lot more easier for keeping consistent movement, because I'm focusing more on my own ship's mobility rather than paying attention to what his ships are doing. So if he flies into a gas cloud, my ships immediately stop moving, so that's also part of the issue I've had, at least with the first Chaos match. At the very least there. Oh, and for some reason I thought this was data recovery. Silly me. Data recovery? Yeah, I thought it was a data recovery. I was going to say maybe assassination, but I know that wasn't the case. But we have options for torpedoes, but do I really want to reveal my torpedoes just yet? I don't think I want to. Leave them guessing some. And I do have Salt Run options too. But until I know what his fleet is, I'm just going to play a little more safe. Just a little bit. Just until I know he's just mostly cruisers, and then I'll go commit. So these Auroras are just going to side strafe a little bit, just to give me the hollow field charge wall more time to prepare for what he's fielding. Because if he's all frigates, I want to stay close proximity so that way all my ships can support each other. But if he's cruisers, I can outmaneuver him and punish him heavily for that. So 3 ships.
Moving to that location.
This looks like this tells me what I need to. And 600 points, so battle barge in the middle, maybe 2 strike cruisers on the side. We can kill those ships in a hurry. Hell, if that's a strike cruiser, I should just kill that. I should immediately just kill that. And where's the beacon? So that has a beacon there, so we can dodge that easily enough.
Moving to that location.
And we'll just run to make him guess, because I don't think he saw my heading, saw me turning just yet. Another beacon there, I'm fine with that.
We have found
Oh wow, that one's actually the battle barge? So he went 2 battle barges. Interesting.
The void is our home now.
So that is interesting, so I think we try and overwhelm him then. Because this is what that tells me. 2 battle barges, and I should have boosted out. I was going to boost that while they turned and wasn't fast enough. Got distracted.
We ride the solar winds.
Let's try and deal with 2 battle barges, shall we?
At your service.
And what did this get hit by? Oh, random macro fire, which... Does that mean he sees me? Well, be doing macro damage.
Active.
I wonder. Either way. Multitask mode engage. Let's unload. Oh, that... Okay, so he doesn't have 2 battle barges then? I'm a little bit confused, because if anything, the battle barge should be in the middle, right?
Setting sail.
Anyways. we got the right ship for dealing with the battle barge at least, so...
Until the end. Moving to that location.
So, boarding's underway.
The Eldar stand ready.
Get these ships out. And I can easily deal with that. And it can.
Returning in
Nope. I was worried I may have false maneuver into a bomb there. Thankfully not.
We ride the solar winds.
Oh yeah, and I forgot. I thought I had 2 eclipses for some reason.
Acknowledged.
I thought I had 2 eclipses either way.
Move at full speed.
I just wasted my Sam hand, but still, we're golden.
Swiftly. Acknowledged.
And keep this at bay while my
Infinity
eclipses
circuits
continue to deal with the
active.
battle barge. Keep moving, damn it. It's already taken a world of hurt, so
Yes, Commander.
I think we're in good shape. I think we're in good shape, just keep
we
moving.
obey.
Fire another torpedo salvo. He conceded. Well, I guess he knows when he's beat then. Unfortunately, that probably is a really hard matchup for Space Marines because of their short-range dependence. They don't really have much turrets anyway that can shoot past 6,000 units, so long as he doesn't get a lucky critical hit with the bombardment cannons, the battle barges, I want to argue, are kind of useless. Unless I refuse to assault run. It's a hard thing to really say. I think the battle barges don't do anything in this matchup. Which is kind of why I was thinking maybe he went with the Vanguards and Gladiuses instead. It would have been tricky considering I could just attack another beacon elsewhere, and I kind of have the mobility to at least elude them, maybe not avoid them completely since I would be wedged into a corner. Hard to really say. All I know for certain is every single one of my matches against Eldar have been a victory. When I was playing Space Marines, hell, even like a breakthrough mission where I only fielded 2 Vanguards, which I need to remind you, 600 points. If either of those Vanguards had died, I immediately lose. I still managed to win that somehow. And he was like Solaris's and a bunch of bombers, I think. I don't believe he had the Void Stalker net, but I could be wrong, and I still somehow managed to win that, considering they would have been really damn good against my Gladiuses. So, I don't know what would be the proper way to go if he was going to go with strike cruisers and a battle barge like he did. I honestly don't know, because even the Lance Phalanx is of course going to be really restricting his damage potential, because Chaos have the benefit of having like 10 lances or God knows how many lance shots from their broadside salvo. The Mark II Lance battle barge only has 5. They're really powerful shots, mind you, but there's still only 5 shots, so not as many are likely to get through the hollow field. That I can pretty much guarantee you there. Nonetheless, probably would have liked him not to have conceded there. I want to try and get down the control a bit, although hitting the battle barge with torpedoes, hitting a battleship at that speed at all is really damn easy to do. I could probably fire torpedoes at 6,000 units, and play kind of like traditional Eldar, where I stay at maximum range possible, and still would have been hitting with torpedoes relatively well. So, there's not much finesse to hitting them. It's more the strike cruiser and the Vanguard I have a hard time hitting. Come to think of it, did I actually hit the Vanguard with one of those torpedo salvos or not? Because I know he dodged one at least. Which kind of emphasizes my point a bit. Yep, it seems like my tablet or Android just stopped working on chat, go figure. That's not what I want. I just now seen your message there, it's Rig. And I'll be doing ranking after the stream. Well, not right away after the stream, but the next video I plan on doing will be ranked mode. I just want to get practice with the Sam hand, really, and see if it's actually going to do what I expect of it. Because what is he doing? He's probably Novacans, maybe? Probably Novacans? Which means if he has Marses, this would be useful. Not to mention, I do need to practice this against a Widowmaker, because he probably would rely on that some. Again, it's 5 cruisers, so I'm assuming he's going Novacans. I'm really going out of a limb and assuming he's going Novacans. I feel like he switched fleets in preparation for me. So, I don't want to use frigates for that reason. Try not to anyway. Because they would just get one shot anyway if I'm not paying attention. At least with this fleet I have a little more breathing room. So, let's hope I can bring my A game this time now. Although with the last few matches, there's probably left wanting a little bit. But we're getting back up there. At least the Chaos Stomp was reassuring, if nothing else. So, I would like to try and spread these out a tiny bit, because I do have ways to deal with some of these Novacans. Falls Maneuver and my boosts are basically can single-handedly just dodge a single Novacan on their own, so long as I'm fast enough, which means I have to use the cogitators immediately once I see them going off. And apparently, if I'm scrolling away from my fleet, it deafens or it starts to slowly mute the Novacan shot, so if I'm spread out really wide arc, I'm not actually going to hear the Novacans in most situations, so I need to be careful. Okay, does this confirm my theory? I think this confirms my theory. And where's his beacon? I heard the beacon.
Until the end.
Yep, that looks like a Mars.
Setting sail.
Let's make his day miserable. I just gotta be on top of my game, though, if I want to somehow win this.
Move at full speed.
Although Silent Rhine with the Auroras is not a bad idea. I just wish I had more foil blending, because ranked mode, my Eclipses would actually have the foil blending, which would be really damn useful here. But they're spread out, they're good, and I have a Kronos to help deal with his fighters some. But 4 ships, that pretty much tells me he does not have a Widowmaker, which would be good for me.
Move at full speed.
Which would be good for me. I just gotta be mindful I'm boosting, so that would make me vulnerable to a Novacan right now, so I gotta be careful.
Yes,
I may be
we
pushing my
obey.
limits a little bit.
The Eldar stand ready.
Let's see, no torpedoes. I see the fighters, so I know that. Hell,
Eldar stand ready.
can I just fire torpedoes and do I seriously need to commit? Nope.
The Eldar stand ready.
Okay, that's one's done.
As you wish.
And does... Oh, damn it, the bug is still in place. That stupid bug where I fly into the Novacans and take damage still.
At your service.
I would have dodged those Novacan salvo otherwise, so that's annoying. But let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? Because these torpedoes are really damn effective.
The void is our home.
Although it does give away my Roar's position, but that's kind of okay.
Until the end.
Because he already wasted his Novacans, so by the time they're reloaded, he's not going to be able to he won't be able to guess where they're at. Although Silent Rhine's about to come off too, so
Swiftly.
I have a 10-second window where he can see me. So I don't know if I'm hitting anything or not, hard to say.
Swiftly.
But I could fire torpedoes
The
a
Eldar
while.
stand ready. As you wish. Move at full speed.
Okay, so
Stand ready.
those Novacans hit some. So maybe I should just commit right away, because
Acknowledge.
he is a bit of a one-trick pony here right now.
Yes, Commander, we obey.
He is a bit of a one-trick pony, and he's got Imperial Navy favor, so I'm falling for that little ruse. I shouldn't be focusing on the damn frigates.
At your service.
Just kill his ships and give him a bad day.
Void is our home now.
Yeah, let him reveal my damn ships, because he's already using Novacans. Is that even useful for him? So he has Cobras. Torpedoes are not going to be too terrible.
Yes, Commander.
Hell, I could just use my bombers to deal with these things. Just gotta be careful.
Until the end. Swiftly.
Just gotta be careful firing these things.
Acknowledged.
And since I'm revealed, I can kind of get a... Oh, now you decide to fire Nova Cannon. Jeez.
Move at full speed.
That was probably unneeded there. Yeah, this is getting really sloppy now.
The void is our home now. The Eldar stand
But
ready.
the Mars is almost gone there. He has to split his fire if he wants to go after this thing that's really fragile. Sadly, no repairs for a while.
Eldar stand ready. Yes, Commander. We obey.
So that Mars is gone. Get moving.
It's active.
We got one down,
Acknowledged.
and that's solid run, so unless he gets a lucky Nova Cannon shot, he's not going to hit it, but that was a sloppy start. That was damn sloppy. But we still got 3 high health ships, so they can still commit and engage.
Infinity circuits active.
So there's all his Nova Cannons right there.
It is our home now.
So, can we try taking another cruiser? Because he is going to start overwhelming with Cobras a little bit. But I kind of have bombers for that to help. Because I did take out 1, maybe 2. And I do have fighters already to fight them off, so
Setting sail.
let's see how this goes. Okay, only 1 bomber hit. And now let's go after this Mars. Yep, micro warp jump.
We ride the solar winds.
That was the micro warp jump there. Bombers are about to kill that. Okay, there, he revealed his other ship.
Bone singers.
Since I have beacons, I can just go in there with brace for impact. I can afford it.
The Eldar shall triumph. At your service.
Nope, I wasn't paying attention to that. That was a bit of a mistake.
Setting sail. Returning infinity circuit to rest.
So fire the pulsars, do some damage.
Kayla Venture Cave.
Okay, that thing's almost dead.
The enemy paid in blood for their defiance.
Yeah, that was bad, but
Yes,
it still seems sloppy as hell, but two of his ships are gone anyway. I think 2 of his ships are gone anyway.
Acknowledged.
And now it's just Dominators, so
The void is
Dominators we can kind of deal with. Especially with him not refusing to use his macro batteries.
Stand ready. We have found the enemy.
Alright,
Moving to that location.
if I get the shields down, then that thing's just gonna take a world of hurt because of his...
Swiftly.
Ah, damn it. Getting distracted.
Yes, Commander.
Getting distracted, this thing's about to die and it's not gonna do the damage it needs to.
At your service. Moving to that location.
Alright.
We have found the enemy.
Yeah, I shouldn't have boosted. I shouldn't have boosted, but we could still do damage anyway. Try and kill 1 more of those. Come on.
Brace for incoming fire.
I'm not happy with myself still.
Returning infinity circuit to
It's more just remembering to have the consistent fire, because yeah, that was a bad micro warp jump.
Stand ready.
But let's see,
We obey.
can I still hit him? I can still hit him, but no, that was a miss. That was a miss and a half there.
As you wish.
And that just barely got in range, so yeah, I have the damage potential to immediately kill him. I just gotta make that more flawless, really.
Setting sail.
And it's really weird with the salt running and all that.
Move at full speed.
And let's see, I have 1 pulsar gone here. No torpedoes, so that's game. That's game. I could have done that so much better. I could have done this so much more better, because we saw how quickly those things can die anyway, so I just gotta account for the fact that they're just gonna vanish every time he fires when I try and focus them down, so I need to make my attack run more of a move command, which then means I have to manually fire the pulsars, so more micromanagement I need to contend with. But it can work. We've seen with the damage potential it can definitely work. Even at the prow of his Marses, no less, where I should have like no torpedoes hitting him just about. So let's give that another try. I have all my Auroras up. I probably don't need a Kurnos there, although I still need to practice with the same hand because that didn't really do what it needed to. Even my Auger Disruptor got most of them, but I think it still missed a ship or two. The one time I think I did try an Auger and Salt Run. It can work. I just gotta be faster now that I know he has the Imperial Navy favor. Because otherwise I could take my time and try and harass with torpedoes, which would actually work pretty well with the ability to deal with the limited fighters he's gonna have. And let's see, I'm an attacker, so I'm definitely gonna see him, so vision on the main target's not gonna be an issue. And I have a lot less time to get to him, so this is almost everything I ever wanted. Almost. It's just a question of if I can do it or not, because this would be a damn good test, if nothing else, to see if the damage potential can do it. I think we already know the answer to that. It's just me getting down the damn, move orders to account for any silent run maneuvers he'll do. And hopefully manually fire. Oh wait, this isn't our breakthrough, isn't it? Well, either way, it still works. I thought it was a data recovery again for some reason, but he's not going to have the time to summon his Cobras, at least, to try and go for a swarm. And at least he's not going to get the guaranteed Cobras anyway, by the time I reach him. So there will be a bit of downtime before he can try them ram suicide me with those. So we'll deploy in the middle. Deploy in the middle and try and hit him hard. Hit him really damn hard. This Hellborn's a little bit odd. This Hellborn's still a little bit odd though. Can die instantly, but if it forces multiple Nova Cannons at it, it opens up a nice window to just attack him. And there's tons of wreckage in the way, and I don't know how much of those are actually in the way of my torpedoes, considering these two are up vertically for some reason. So there's a lot of wreckage here, surprisingly. The Demiurge would have a field day if they deployed over here. Sadly, they are not, so they miss out on this for now. So focusing is off. I think we're golden, and I'm just going to try and go straight through the middle. So two Auroras are hitting immediately, and we know where he's kind of at. So it remains to be seen what he's going to do about that. I know he has beacons, but at least then he can't fire simple Nova Cannons, you would think. Okay, that's fine. I'll deal with your Widowmaker. I'll deal with his Widowmaker easily enough. Yep, that was the one I want to do. So, those all dodged, but apparently the Hellborn still did. Not that it matters too much. He was going to throw beacons on me anyway. I should have considered or been prepared for that. Because now I have no brace for impact, but I can still do the damage. Just gotta get ready to punch him hard.
Your death was foretold.
Get ready to punch him hard, and let's see. This is going to hurt. Because he apparently does not.
As you wish.
So, with that said, with him boosting forward, let's just get ready to punish that, shall we?
Returning Infinity Circuit to rest.
Come on, damn it. I thought I told the Auroras to fly backwards. Apparently not.
Yes, Commander.
So, the Dominator's going to take a world of hurt. Sadly, so is this thing. But I could kind of deal with one Novacan hit.
Acknowledged.
Let's just finish off the Dominator and make my life a little easier
Destroy them.
in the process, shall we?
Yes, Commander. We obey. Move at full speed.
So there goes his Panic Novacans. One hit on that.
Returning Infinity Circuit to rest.
Then that stupid hotkeys for the ding. Damn it. And because I'm boxing, it's selecting the
Ready.
damn battle cruiser when I don't want it to.
We have taken major damage.
Yeah, that threw me off so much. Box selecting just for some reason it just guarantees or selects the cruiser for me when I want to box select my two ships there. So that was bad.
Our home now.
And that wasn't even my own fault, I want to say. It still looked bad though.
Move at full speed.
We ride the solar winds.
So just keep the onslaught going. I should have had that boost ready for the broadside. That was still bad, damn it. Killed one of his cruisers immediately, and then it all falls apart from a lot of weird control there. And of course I have to take evasive maneuvers from his Novacans, so damn it. I should be waiting till he fires his Novacans, then go for the run. Is what I should be doing, damn it. That would help me a lot more there, because then I don't have to feel like I need a boost towards them. Or directly away or anything like that. It seems like I dodged them better otherwise, but damn. Trying to select those two cruisers and keep getting his damn Dominator really threw me off. Really messed me up there. I was trying to select both my ships to have them falls maneuver or boost on out. Or at least start moving anyway, because they were just sitting there regardless. Well. This is pretty much my poorest performance yet, I want to say, but we got the Void Blending on at least one of the Eclipses now. And pretty soon we could probably have it on the other one. Definitely not happy with myself there. But if we're going to keep playing the same opponent, then at least it's good practice, so I'll deal with that. I should have done repairs, priority repairs for the second Eclipse. Because I do have the damage potential, because really I'm just flying to his broadsides. He's not even trying to optimize his firepower, so it's really my mistakes that are getting me killed there. Well, let's go carrier fleet, I guess, this time. We have the means for it. I have the jamming for his Widowmaker to really throw him off. And I'm a defender anyway, so it's not like I can hide very well. At least he'll hide the other ships decently well. At least he'll hide the other ships decently well. Don't really care for that question all that much anyway. I'm gonna try and focus on my game here. Try and just improve a little bit. What on earth do I need to do to improve though? Well, considering I'm all bomber fleets, not much the same. Well, it's not really the fleet I've been working on all this time. But we do have Hellborns to spot for me, so it'll work well. I just gotta be mindful of the damn Novacans. Be mindful of the Novacans, because they're gonna die instantly, so wide arc on the side will be pretty good, but let's try not to get in melee with them. Or at least try not to get in close, because I'm asking to get hit by both his broadside weaponries and maximize his firepower. So, let's see. The Kurnos can keep their focusing on. Hellborn, you're set. Let's try and do this.
At your service.
Oh, and that was my torpedo shot. Okay, so I'm not full cruiser.
At your service.
Okay,
Swiftly.
so he's 700 points there. No hits on the Void Stalker, so that's a plus. So we handled that really well.
Moving to that location.
I'll say that's a success. A good start.
Acknowledged.
And then let's try do some
Moving to that
damage.
location.
Because he needs to basically rush
Yes,
down
Commander.
this Void Stalker. But it is a data recovery.
Setting sail.
Let me stop trying to kid myself here. he has ways to just lightning strike me, so... But
We have found the enemy.
I'm ready to start bombing. What is my priority, though? Probably the Dominator.
Turning infinity circuit to rest.
Let's get the bombers going. Actually, this would be a better target.
As you wish.
Acknowledge.
Oh, I hit the button there again.
We ride
The wrong damn button.
Move at full speed. At your service.
So, he does get a perfect center hit there, but... that was only one hit, so he's not getting another one like that. I don't think he did. Oh, I flew... Okay, he did hit me with another one like that, so...
We have the advantage.
Ah, god damn it. It falls apart so quickly, doesn't it? But that's... The torpedo shadow is kind of my weakest ship anyway. I don't care about that so much.
The Eldar stand ready.
But that was abysmal.
The void is our home now.
Now, get the ships in here.
Was foretold.
I'm gonna have vision in a moment. Wow, really? Really? That's the dang... Yeah, the deck died. Holy crap, the deck died just after I got vision of him, which completely threw off the bomber attempt. Holy crap, the dumb luck.
As you wish.
The dumb luck.
Yes, Command.
Now, let's get these Hellborn going. There's only one Hellborn, so group 4 you are. And this time I have vision. Oh no, as I say that, but... I got vision. I still have vision, so...
Yes, Commander. We obey.
And it's still not dead just yet.
Bone Singer, kill this vessel.
Still not dead yet, and my bombers would have killed it there if I didn't have that damn lucky deck kill.
Destroy them.
So, Cobras are up.
The Eldar stand ready.
Let's see. This thing's gonna die without a doubt.
Sustaining heavy fire.
Unceremonious death.
Acknowledge.
So yeah. Let's try and actually get kills. Damn it! Why did I actually select that thing? I want the false maneuver. I tried to hit the false maneuver for the dang shadow and it didn't happen.
Yes, Commander.
We got a lot of damage potential now, at least, with the bombers, but I don't have a lot of pulsars.
Move at full speed.
Just keep this thing hitting.
Eldar stand ready.
He's just gonna try and ram me down with his dang ships.
With you.
And I do have a micro warp jump, but again, deck's gone, so
We obey.
probably not gonna be as effective as it could be.
Yes, Commander. Setting sail.
That's not gonna dodge. But we could start killing still. I just want to practice. I don't care about running away with my ships here now. I don't want this rut to continue to be a thing, ideally.
Swiftly.
So, do we kill that ship off?
Setting sail.
Nope. Now I need 4 more seconds for more bombers. Or actually, torpedoes could do it, but they're so late.
Yes, Commander.
Nope, torpedoes were not enough. So that thing's dead, I don't have to worry about that.
Acknowledge.
And of course, I just realized why I'm having so much issue with these falls maneuver too. I've been trying to use those cruisers and hitting the V key, because that's what it used to be for the Wraithbone reinforcement, the Darkwing Squadron, but they changed the hotkeys on me. I think I realize why I'm having so much problems now. At least with the cruisers. Well, that is annoying. It's just more excuses though, mind you. More excuses. Against Novacans, I could still demolish the hell of that thing. I'm still... Damn it. Him destroying my deck just as my bombers were launching and then hiding his Dominator just at the perfect opportunity. Damn, that sucked. Because I was still flying towards them, so I still would have detected them even with the deck gone mostly. The dumb luck. The dumb luck there. Oh well. Good opportunity there. We dodged the Novacans really well, and he basically avoided the frigates pretty much all that time. I think the first one died to just macro batteries though, so let's try this again. Remember to repair my eclipses there. To maximize my basically maximize my damage potential. I want to keep on going there. I probably should stop considering the downturn, the rut I'm having here, but we'll try and keep on going a little bit more. And I still got plenty of renown for really all it is just my Void Stalker now with its favor, which for ranked mode I'm not even going to have a favor on that, so I'm fine just building up renown just for repairs at this point. Let's try and keep it going. Try and keep it on going there. Because those things can die quickly. He doesn't have the fighters to deal with the torpedoes. I'm just messing up my controls there so badly. Because if I'm going to be doing anything, I should just boost just as I'm about to reach the firing arc of his macro cannons. If I'm going towards him still, at least then my Wraithbone shift can just dodge it once he fires. I can actually anticipate when he's firing the macro cannons. I need to stop Wraithbone shifting so early because he literally can't do any damage from the front there if his Novacan's already fired. I could just take my time and let him get aggressive, and at least try to get aggressive. And that way if I fly through him and successfully dodge most of his macro batteries, then he has to burn so much time to turn around, and hopefully I'll be at least far enough away to get a little bit of a better scatter with the Novacans. We'll see. We will see there. Although it looks like he stopped queuing there, so we're going to have ourselves a different match, I guess. So we're not going to continue to get our practice against Novacans. And not anymore, anyway. Unless he decides to come back in. We will see. But, like I said, he probably switched to the Imperial Navy just to deal with my Eldar or something, because I destroyed the hell out of that Chaos Fleet when I actually decided to go straight for his battleship. It just died immediately. And that was like 1200 health, so I need to do more like that. Although I need to know what he's feeling and where it is for me to effectively do that, though. Because even the battle cruisers can dodge to some extent with my torpedoes unless I'm really damn close. But the battleship, not so much because it's so much more bigger, let alone slower. Well. I'm content. I'm committed to try and get another match in, even if the queue's going to take a while. I'm just wondering what happened there. I guess he just stopped queuing for the matches. I'm going to assume. Oh well, it's probably better I was the loser anyway, rather than beating his ass on end, because that would just be demoralizing, I'm sure. Especially, he'd probably think I'd be bragging about it if I was winning every single match there, but oh well. Just gotta try and learn there, and of course, with me fumbling my controls, it doesn't help learning, really. I just now realized that apparently the hotkeys are different. Yeah, false maneuvers on the sea, it used to be the phi key, because that's what the Darkwing Squadron and my Wraithbone reinforcement did. It switched it around, so is that part of the reason why I'm having issues? Because let's see, the eclipses there are on the B key, and if I were to switch them to anything else, that probably would switch the hotkey to phi there. But at least thankfully there's some consistency here, because the Void Stalker is also on the B key, because the micro warp jump doesn't swap that around. So I have 3 different buttons I have to remember, basically. Well, actually now I have to only remember 2. So once I can get that in my head, that what the hotkeys are, that actually would make it a little more simpler for the falls maneuver. Oh, I play the races there. I play all the races, I think. Hell, the only one I haven't played max level fleet of is Orcs at the moment. I did level 8 of Imperial, level 8 of Tau, level 8 of Space Marines. And let's see, oh, I did a little bit of Chaos, but I have no interest of a level 8 Chaos. So I have tons of videos of level 8 fleets. They were mostly progression leveling though, mind you. So there's plenty of videos. I'm only playing Eldar because I'm trying to practice for Eldar. That makes sense, right? I like to think so anyway, because I'm planning on diving to ranked pretty soon here. Probably Monday I'll do my ranked match. Don't know about my ranked mission or ranked video though. That probably won't be until a little bit after, depending on how long it takes. And damn, no one's in the queue at all. There's no one in the queue at all there, so if we don't get a match in a few minutes, then maybe I should stop here before it continues to snowball downward. Because that's what it feels like for me anyway, nothing but failure after failure. And so long as I can keep focused, it's not too bad, because hell, I feel like I did a really good job on the first stream, controlling the fleet. It was just not knowing how to fight his fleets there. My opponents pretty much. Tau, it's pretty straightforward. I just go at them and lob torpedoes because they're so wide. I just haven't dealt with a custodian yet to really get a feel for how likely my torpedoes are actually going to stick and hit anything. That would be the only thing I'm not sure of. But, I guess we're not going to get any more matches. I'm a little bit shocked. I figured I would have had a queue by now, since we're doing prime time hour here just about. Oh well. Thank you to everyone who managed to make it through that snowball. That poor display after this poor display. Now I have to go into ranked mode after that. So, hopefully, with a little bit of time to focus and not having to worry about commentating and streaming there, this should go a little bit better for me.